Hey, what's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to look at the NBA Finals Game 2 picks for Draftkings and then also for FanDuel. So before we get started with the picks, if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe, I do appreciate that. This video, I'm going to kind of talk about each player that I really like, and then I'll fill out a couple mock lineups. But I'm going to run through every player that should get some minutes. Probably give some of these will be really quick. But I think it's good to look at each player and then kind of assess if they're going to be in your player pool or not. The first couple guys are going to be pretty easy, like Kawhi Leonard at 11-8. He had a decent game, only had 43 DraftKings points, but he only had 5 of 14 from the floor. And if you watched the game, which I'm sure all of you did, it was pretty obvious to see that the Warriors were trying to do what they could to get the ball out of his hands. 14 shots were one of the lowest he's had this entire postseason. As you see, he was shooting well over 20 times, 25 times. He shot 39 times against the Sixers, again, in Game 7. So that 14 shots, I don't think that's going to happen again. I expect him to shoot well over 20 shots again. And I think the Warriors might make some adjustments to their defense, which allowed some players, by double-teaming Leonard, it allowed players like Siakam to get open and like Gasol to get open, so they might go to one-on-one defense, which would really benefit Kawhi Leonard, and he could have a monster game, so he's a great play. Steph Curry, same thing, he's going to do his stuff without Kevin Durant, takes a ton of shots, he's been shooting a ton of threes, and he's been making a good percentage. He also has had some outlier games and rebounds and assists without Kevin Durant, and it looks like Boogie Cousins is going to stay on the bench and not play too much, so Curry is still his team to do whatever he wants. He is the best scorer on the team. He scored over 33 real-life points in 6 straight games at least, and he's just been dominating this entire postseason and playing a ton of minutes. So if this game is close, don't be surprised to see Steph Curry play like 42, 43 minutes. Draymond Green is a little interesting. Like, he got a triple-double, so he got there. I kind of like him here to have a huge bounce back. After he kind of got owned by Siakam, I think Draymond Green is going to work hard to not let that happen again and try to really play some good defense on Siakam and try to do his work on the offensive end. Had 6 turnovers, and he also, this entire postseason, he was really a force on the defensive end with blocks and steals, which kind of carried him to huge fantasy scores a lot of the time. In Game 1, he only had 1 steal, so if he has a good game in the blocks and steals, he's still going to be playing 40 minutes. So Draymond Green playing 40 minutes, and he's probably going to be energized after his beef with Drake and everything. So I expect him to come out and play well. And I won't be surprised if he puts up like 50, 60. Siakam, he's probably going to be really popular today. On DraftKings, I don't mind fading him. On FanDuel, I really like him. On FanDuel, he's cheaper than Kyle Lowry, which is really saying something, because on DraftKings, he's $2,200 more than Kyle Lowry, and on FanDuel, he's cheaper. Siakam, if you're just making one lineup, it's pretty smart to fade him just because he's going to be very popular. And if you think that the Warriors are going to change their defensive schemes and try to play one-on-one defense, then it's not going to benefit Siakam that much. He's not going to be able to get a ton of open shots, and there's a very low chance that he's going to go 14 of 17 from the floor again. So he's shooting 53% from the floor. That would be another really, really good outlier game if that happens. But I would rather take my chances somewhere else on DraftKings with his high ownership. Same thing with Klay Thompson. I mean, he's fine at 8,400. I don't really have a problem with him. He also didn't get any defensive stats after he was pretty good with the blocks and steals in the previous series, so he could have a good game and catch fire. So I don't really mind him at 8,400. Danny Green is a really good perimeter defender, and he's probably going to be glued on Klay Thompson again. So it's not a very easy matchup for Thompson to get open because Green is very ferocious on the defensive end. Then we have like Kyle Lowry. I really like Lowry to bounce back here at 7,600. He only shot 2 of 9 from the floor, but he still has been a force, really racking up all points, rebounds, assists, just doing it all on the court. So I don't mind Lowry. I like Gasol too at 7K. Some of these Toronto guys are really cheap. Gasol is going to play a ton of minutes, and he's been pretty energized as of late. He's been having some big games after he was a no-show in the first couple of series. So I like him at 7,000, especially at home. Not too much interest in Kayvon Looney. Not too much interest in Van Fleet either. I mean, he played 33 and 34 minutes and wasn't able to crack 20 DraftKings points. He's just a scorer. He's not getting rebounds. He's not getting very many assists. Not a good defensive player either. So you're really banking on him shooting like 5 of 8, 5 of 8, or shooting like 7 of 10, and just catching fire. But at 5,800, his price tag is high enough where I don't like him that much. DeMarcus Cousins, unless we get word that he's going to play like 20 minutes, it's hard to play him even at 5,400. I thought he would at least get some more minutes in the first game, but they really just do not want to give him that many minutes after missing a bunch of time, and he didn't look good on the court either. So unless we get some word that he's going to see a big uptick in minutes, or if he starts, then I'll be interested at this price tag, but something we'll have to wait and see. Danny Green's a little interesting at 5,000. His price tag took a big jump, and hopefully he can stay hot now. He's definitely a streaky shooter. When he's cold, he's really cold, and when he's hot, he's pretty hot. At 5,000, he should definitely be in your consideration. Same thing with Iguodala. I love him here at 4,600. He's extremely cheap. Took a $2,000 decrease from DraftKings' price tag because they probably thought he was not going to play in this one or play limited, but he's going to play. He's only 4,600. A really, really good bargain for Iguodala. Ibaka is like, he's okay. He has a game. He has like a good game once every series. If he has a good game here, I won't be surprised, but I don't think this is a perfect spot for him in this matchup. Like Gasol is a much better play, and he's much safer than Ibaka, but I won't mind having a couple shares of him if you're playing a ton of teams. And then down here, I only like a couple guys. I'm only going to touch on like a couple. Livingston at 3,200 is definitely in play. He's just been getting some decent minutes. He's really cheap. And if Iguodala is limited a little bit, then he should see some more minutes. But like 18 to 20 minutes out of Livingston, getting you like 15 to maybe 20 DraftKings points as your ceiling isn't terrible. Norman Powell, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with him. They're really just going with what works. If Danny Green is hot, he's going to stay on the court. If Danny Green is in foul trouble or not shooting the ball well, like if he goes 0 for 5, I won't be surprised if they throw Powell in there. So he's got to be in your mix, although he could kill you if he doesn't play. And then the only other guy I want to talk about is OG Anunoby. He's probable. If he plays, he's only $1,400. I don't expect him to play like 15 to 20 minutes, but if he comes off the bench and just takes Patrick McCaw's like 7 to 10 minutes, that's a decent play at just $1,400. Especially with them saying that they expect him to contribute sometime in the finals. So I don't think he's just going to sit on the bench. I think they're at least going to get a couple minutes. So I don't mind him. And that's it. That's the rundown of the players that I like. Now let's go on to make some mock lineups. So if you're paying up at captain, if you go Kawhi 17-7, don't mind that. I think Kawhi is going to have a big scoring game to make up for his game 1. So I love Kawhi. If I go with Curry as well. Iguodala is extremely cheap at 4,600. Like, if Iguodala lets me down at this price tag, I'll be very upset because that is a great play. And there, if we go with Kyle Lowry, I like him at 7,600. And then we're going to have to get a little creative with the value plays. Let's see what happens if I put in Anunoby. That leaves me 71. Gasol. I don't mind going this route. You get your couple studs in Kawhi and Curry. You get some good, solid role players in Lowry and Gasol, and you get some good value in Iguodala, and maybe if Anunoby is 1,400. If he doesn't play at all, it's not going to kill you at this price tag, but he offers a little bit of upside. So that's one way you can go. If you want to put Gasol at captain, or if you want to put Lowry at captain, let's try putting Lowry at captain. He's pretty cheap. He's 11-4 at captain. Then if you want to play Draymond at 10-4, Curry, Kawhi. And that's going to be a little tough. We might have to make some changes here. So let's see. If we take Draymond out and put in Clay, that's 2,200. Or instead of Clay, if we put in Gasol and then 3,600, you go with like Livingston. That's interesting. I don't mind going this way. And then if we put Gasol at captain, see, I want to have one lineup with Draymond at least. Lowry. Lowry, Iguodala. 8,400. Let's go Curry. And then 53. Could take a shot on Danny Green if you want. So this is another way you could go. So a couple of variations that I like, but kind of broke down the plays that I really like. So hopefully that was able to provide some value for you. And let's talk about FanDuel. So FanDuel is pretty interesting. The pricing is pretty different than DraftKings. We have Leonard is the most expensive guy at 16,000, then Curry, Draymond. The interesting thing is that they have Lowry at 12K and then Siakam at 11.5. Gasol is only 10K. Cousins is priced up to 9K. Iguodala is 9K. And Danny Green 6,500. That is a great play. In my opinion, I think he's going to stay hot. He's a streaky shooter, so I don't like Danny Green seems like a good play. So go ahead and plug him in first. And then we can go like Kawhi, Curry. After these two, we could go, let's see. If we do put Siakam here, that's 7,000. Is there a good play at 7,000? Could take a chance. Oh, yeah. Definitely Danny Green. So something like this, if you're going to play Gasol too. I mean, I'd definitely play Gasol over Looney. So this is something you could go on FanDuel. Yeah, that's probably like the best that I like on FanDuel. So that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the picks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And good luck today. And good luck tomorrow if you're watching this Saturday. But thanks and good luck today.